How do I get rid of that? Ugh. Annoying. Sorry, started off perfect. As always. Ooh, that's a hot one. That is a hot one. Happy Sunday to all. Ooh, it's like 2 minutes away, a minute away from that perfect temperature. We'll switch back to the gross. I got some weird flavors. I won't be doing that again. Maybe get one weird flavor, but I bought a 12 pack of like weird flavors because there was no other ones available. And it's cheaper if you buy a 12 pack. But they were gross. Definitely gross. Got a few things done yesterday. Ooh. Look at that. Race car fade on the Civivi Vision FG. Well, this lighting, it actually looks pretty good. This is Josh Wheezy's. Gave this to me when I saw him in Texas. Well, he didn't give it to me. He said, yeah, let's come up with something fun to do to it. I did mine in red a while ago, and he wanted it, and I didn't want to sell it because I wanted to keep it. What's up, Snail Trail? Dale. And so he ended up, instead of, trying to convince me over and over to give him mine, he just bought another one. And then he found a picture of this kind of like rally race car and said, yeah, can you dye that to match this image? And I said, no. I said, no. What's up, Bryant? The picture of the car was like a rally car, had this white to pink fade on it. And I told him it's like the pink dye that I had. Morning, Dalton. Pink dye. I've only done a couple of knives with it, and it was more of a bubblegum pink, not really a neon kind of hot pink. And wasn't really able, I didn't think that I was going to be able to get the shades that he was hoping for, because like the picture of the car, it's like bright white in the front, and then it fades to this screaming neon pink in the back. And I didn't think that the dye was going to do that. So I told him, I said, I don't think we can do it, but we could maybe do white to pink, and then towards the end where we want it hot pink, we could go red, and then have it be like a white to pink to red fade, and then get a pretty dark red at the very end. And he said, yeah, that sounds cool, let's do that. And I figured that would be, it's a new one. Gotta break it in a little. So that's what we decided we're gonna go with. But fade dyes, if I was gonna get a light pink, basically, then the plan was, love the knives in the background. Thanks, dude. The Kevin Smith and Knives shelf. This is the one I made. This is the one he made. It's taller, a little bit more well produced. Although I made this one over here, right here. That one turned out pretty good. But he's now making me 3 more. So we will be able to put one here, and put one over here. And then basically I'll have 6 shelves that have these stacked displays. Cone Shade Productions. Good morning. freshest custom. The video for this will be popping. I know it's kind of, my lighting in here is low. Let me bring it over here for a second for you. Wow. Most freshest dye. What's up, Neil? My man, Fook Doozle in the house. Finished this one up last night for Josh. Zoom in a little. He found this picture of this kind of rally car that was white to pink paint job and asked if I could do that to this. And I said no. Pink doesn't work as well as I'd like it to, but apparently I can. That's doesn't sound great. So the plan was to do the white with the pink fade. And then we were going to do the very end in red because I was thinking that the pink was going to end up more of this peach. I did a few other tests. We did one whole knife, but the whole plan was to make it kind of a nice pink. And so it turned out in this kind of range here, and that's kind of what I was thinking the darkest was going to look. Although the Civivi Vision FG's white scales definitely lend to a great beginning for bringing out good color for a dye. If you do something like with a jade like this, you're starting with the jade, and with the jade, your dye is going to only mix with the color that already is there. So if we're starting with this slight tint of green, when you put the pink or the red with that, that's going to mix that pink with this green. So it's going to end up a little more dull maroon kind of color. So you're kind of stuck with whatever your base color is. That's the great thing about that Civivi Vision. It's that nice white. And so since we started with this color here, I was able to get a pretty good pink. The fade turned out good. What's up, Fred? It's mine now. Give me that knife. I can't witch doctor. This isn't my knife. This was done as a custom for someone else. So this knife is not mine to give away. It's mine to show, to finish the custom, which I have done. And I'll be getting it in the mail tomorrow for Josh Wheezy. But yeah, the picture of the car, it's basically the hood of the car is white, and then it fades back to that pink. And long story short, I dipped the pink several times. I ended up doing this by hand. Thank you for subscribing, Pablo. Love the gradient. Appreciate it. It was a little bit tougher. What in the poop show is happening here? Rick. Drinking some coffee, caffeine, showing off my fade dye that I finished yesterday for Josh. 100% the gradient came out really nice. Well, this was a little different than I usually do it. Morning, John Doe. Yeah, that's a Civivi. How much do those cost? Do you ship outside the U.S.? Generally, no. And I'm not like a retailer. I'm a collector and customizationist. Is that a word? Making words up as I go here. I like to do custom stuff like this. So this was white. One of my buddies, Josh, I saw him in Texas at Blade Show. He picked up one of these for me to do a dye. I've been busy, so I haven't had a chance to get to it. Here we are. But did this fade dye. What's up, Dragon? Dragon from Pakistan. How you doing, bud? Customizationist. It's a word now. Should I put that in my description? My video description? So I have a motor that I use for some fades like this, where you connect it to it and let it slowly drop or slowly raise out of the dye. Pinks and reds, especially with a white start, go really fast. Good morning, Brian, BMAX. How you guys doing? So because pinks and reds go so quick, and I've already done a Vision FG in my red, and when I did it in red, it literally was in that dye for like 1 minute at the most. It's kind of faded since, but 1 minute in the dye made it a pretty dark red. So I knew, like, okay, my motor is too slow. So I basically hand dipped it. So what I did is I had them on there and I slowly dropped it in freestyle. Issue with that you can come across is getting lines, like, because if you stop while you're doing it, if you start dropping it in and stop part way, that will make a hard line on there. If you look on here, you can kind of see I did a pretty good job. You can almost see a little line. I'm kind of critiquing my own stuff pretty hard right now. If you watch the video, which is not, it hasn't been posted yet, I'll be posting it today, probably right after the live. It's pretty much ready to go. You'll see some of the first dips. There were some hard lines. And so then once you kind of, I've got a little bit of a line there. Then you got to slow down before the line, speed up at the line, slow down after the line, and try to blend it. I don't know. It did turn out good. I just removed the Vision FG from my Amazon cart last night. Why'd you remove it from your cart? Did you purchase one, or you just decided not to go with it? This is one of my favorite knives. Action is great, snappy. The lock is on the back, the super lock. That could be used from either side, fully ambidextrous. Put the clip on either side. This is Damascus. Civivi Damascus, I believe they use 8CR. And shoot, my brain just shut off this morning. But yeah, it's a Civivi Vision FG. They do use Damascus. That is actual Damascus pattern. You can see on the back if I can get it to focus, the sandwiched piece, and then the folded Damascus design, because this doesn't have any here. I'm not sure exactly how they do the whole thing, but it's a good job. I love that design, that pattern. Boom. So that is Josh. Josh's is going out. We'll ship that out to him tomorrow. Is N Valley in here? Neil, you in here? I haven't seen you yet. Everybody having a good weekend, though? Mine did a lot of stuff yesterday. Pretty busy. You're lurking. Can you send me? Dude, I can't find your address anywhere. I looked through all my stuff, and I thought it's like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. What did I do? Did I erase it or something? Can you send me, like, Instagram me your address, Neil, and then I've got the rest of your stuff all boxed up, ready to go. My bad. I don't know what I did. Sometimes when you're in there, I think I erased our whole, I don't know. I couldn't find it, and I'm like, dude, it should be right. What's going on? I'm losing my mind. So I don't know if I erased our whole conversation or what I did or what. I appreciate it, and I'll have it in the mail on Monday. About to head out to do more yard work. I've got some yard work to do as well. Patrick the Bag. How much? How much is the doggy in the window? The Civivi Vision FG, this version with the Damascus. Whoa, careful, Dan. The Damascus and the white G10 is around $100 knife. I am not a retail seller, so I'm not 100% sure, and it changes a little bit, here and there. But this knife retails for about $100. This is Josh Wheezy's knife. He gave it to me to do this die project. It was white. This is an awesome knife. This is actually mine, Patrick. This is one of my staples of the channel. I love this Civivi Vision FG. Came out about a year and a half ago. Very ambidextrous with the shark, or the super lock on the back, which is very similar to the shark lock. I dyed this one red. Josh wanted to buy it. I kept telling him no. He ended up buying this one, said, hey, can you do the race car white to pink fade? So I did. And it ended up turning out really, really good. Finished this up yesterday. Sweet knife. Got to pack it up and get it shipped out to him. Look at that. Dueling Vision FGs. I'm a lefty. He's a righty. That looks sick. $100 though. Really nice knife. I think you can get the non-Damascus version with like an AR, or I'm not sure what steels. I know they have a couple different steels available, but I think the cheapest version that they have, which is still a good one. Some will say that the other version that's cheaper, the regular steel, is better than the Damascus. But I think they go for 70 or 80, which isn't bad. Boom. Good morning. Coffee's at the right temp. We are styling. Getting ramped up for Blade Show Atlanta. I'll be flying in, renting a car, driving a half hour from the airport to the hotel, and then driving 10 minutes from the hotel to the show. Something like that. Got myself a room, got the car booked, got the flights. Pretty excited. Should be fun. I know some of you are going to be there. Fred's going to be there. Donnie's going to be there from Blessed Knives. Donnie posted a couple pics of his the stuff he's working on right now. We should just look it up. Anybody pre-order the Civivi Buster? I thought about pre-ordering it, but I kind of also want to just roll the dice and hope that they have one in Atlanta and just walk over there early and try to snag one. What's up, SC Knife Monkey? I did the giveaway for the TRM to the members last Thursday. Thanks again to all the members of the channel. Very much appreciated all the support. I appreciate everyone, subscribers, lurkers, anyone. But I did a specific giveaway for the members to show my appreciation. Although TRM sent me the knife, but I mean, if I'm giving away a really nice knife, I was like, okay, I want to do something nice for the members. Steven won. And he wasn't actually there, but he saw it the next day, messaged me. We've been talking about it. Steven's actually going to be in Atlanta as well. He's been a supporting member of the channel for 4 months. So it wasn't someone that just some new person that just came in, got the membership just for the chance to win. It was an actual member who's in the lives and stuff, which is cool. Steven's a nice guy. But yeah, he's going to be in Atlanta, so I'm going to meet up with him there. So you'll see him in one of the lives or something for sure, or the content. We had a good time in Texas, so Atlanta's going to be great. That was a weird way to say hello. What did I do? Now I have to go back and rewatch it. It's hard to pre-order things and then buy them on clearance. You are in fact a buster. Yeah, I don't know if I would imagine if the pre-sale starts, or the 29th, you can buy them, like pre-order them now, but the actual release is on the 29th, which is the day before my birthday. Mark your calendars. But yeah, May 29th is the drop day, but you can pre-order it now. So if Atlanta is June 7th and 8th or 9th or whatever, I would imagine they should have some there. Steven actually has an extra early bird ticket that I'm going to get from him. Rigged, totally rigged. And so if I've got the early bird going before the main crowd on the day one or whatever, I could swing over to Civivi right away, and if they do have a couple of those Civivi busters. Morning, Kathleen. KDK, do you like Case Barlow? Well, I like a few cases that I have. I do like a Barlow shape, so I certainly could like a Case Barlow. Although, I have a few cases. They are nice. Rosecraft, though. Rosecraft is killing. I mean, the case knives are nice, right? But what it comes down to is, oh, I wish I had that. I don't have that muskrat. But the case knives, they're fine. But okay, so you have a long pole on there. When I go like this, there's just a little bit. I mean, this is the case muskrat. This is like a $70 knife. This is a high quality for a case knife. Morning, Echo, Echo, Echo. Right? Nice knife. But when I go like this, there's a little play right there, up and down. I mean, it's a slip joint, so of course it's going to go that direction. But there's a little play left and right. That's not perfectly solid. If you look at where the joint is, there's kind of a little notch on one spot. It doesn't line up all quite perfect. That's what I get with a case. All right? Got another one right here. Here's the case medium Stockman. All right, so it's not that I'm like, oh, I got one case, I got a bad one or whatever. Here's my Stockman. Nice knife. Probably a $65 knife, right? Same thing. Little movement on the blade. Look at that notch in between there. There's a little gap. The whole thing doesn't sit flat perfectly right there. And that's what you get with a case, okay? Nothing wrong there. They're decent knives, okay? Let's move over to a Rosecraft. Rosecraft. Really nice half stop. Open. When I go like this, no movement at all. No play. Look at the gap right there. What gap? Oh, there isn't a gap because they've flushed it. It's smooth. It's tight. Look at this. Boom. Solid. Blade is centered. All right. Let's grab another Rosecraft. Stiff pull. Tight. Half stop. Open. Look at the space. Perfect. Flush. Smooth. No play. No movement. Beefy. Cheaper. I sound like I'm ragging on Case. If you were to just buy Case knives, you'd be fine. They'd work. You'd be able to use them. You'd probably be happy, satisfied with it. Rosecraft's crushing it right now. All day long. All day long. Case quality went downhill the last 10 years. I have a 1977 case. I have a couple different years. This one's from 1993. This is a small Stockman. Jeez, double blade. But same kind of thing. Little bit of play. They're nice knives. This one's from 1993, you know. It's actually more solid, that older one. I do have a Peanut. This Case Peanut actually got a nice little half stop. But look at this. Wah, 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 wah. You can just see it moving there. Case is more for collectors, maybe. Rosecraft, Rough Riders, and Bear and Sons will own the traditional knife sales from now on. Rough Rider, I would say the standard Rough Riders I would put right next to a Case. As far as the quality of the solidness of the build, Case and regular Rough Rider about the same. Rough Rider Reserves, I've checked out several Rough Rider Reserves. They are a little bit more expensive, but they jump up into kind of the Rosecraft kind of quality, where you're getting a solid, more solid build, higher quality blade steel rather than like the 440. The reserves have the D2, which D2 is a good steel. I have a QSP Hedgehog slip joint, and it's beautiful. Neil sent me that QSP slip joint, and that thing is rad. Am I on Whatnot? I have actually not been on Whatnot, H. Do I have a basket of case? Is that a horror movie inside joke, or what's up, Jay? How's it going? Level on up. And H. Rough Rider will be making USA made knives soon. SMKW is building a factory as we speak. And there's top. Rosecraft will be made there also. Well, the guy from Rosecraft, Andy, was actually at, wasn't he? He was in Rough Rider for quite some time. Rough Rider. Ooh, this is a little stiffer this morning. The Zambezi's got a real stiff pull, but a gorgeous profile. Very solid build. That would be some of the things. Andy kind of strives that. He enjoys that more. He was telling me he really prefers the stiffer pull. But the dude's a beast. Dude's got like just forearms. He took this thing and just like pinched it. Just was like, pop, pop. Oh, that one's perfect. Are you kidding me? I'm like, it's a little stiff. And he's like, bro, this one's awesome. Are you kidding me? And I'm like, look at him. And I was sitting there, and the other people that were there's 3 people that were working at the Rosecraft table, and I look over at them, and I'm like, do you see this guy? He's just like pop pop, just grabs it, and just pinch pull, just slaps it open like it was nothing. Bless, what's up, Donnie? I was actually I mentioned Donnie's name earlier. He must have heard it. Will they be making RRs there or sticking to the USA lines? Like, I don't know, Neil. I don't know. It's all new to me. I could see that would be the way of the future, is people are going to start trying to figure out how to get set up and build in shop, right? It totally makes sense. There it is. I don't know, dude, this wasn't here. This wasn't here, Neil. Like, I must have erased our entire conversation. But I have it now. I have it now. Where did you post that, Donnie? Did you post that on YouTube? Or was it on Instagram? Because Donnie just posted a pic of a bunch, or is it this one? No. Wait, maybe it is. I saw it was the Instagram. Okay, so this is that one. Donnie, look at this stuff, dude, bro. All right, hold on. Let me get it all set for you. Look at these, dude. Buttes. I dig it. Wow, look at the chamfer on that one hole. On the second one from the bottom. Oh, sick. So are you you're looking to try to have these are going to be the ones that you're going to have on the table ready to go? Sick. Mm-hmm. What's this? Oh, that's this. Yep. Doing some sweet stuff over there, bro. I'm jealous. I would love to do this. A lot of work, a lot of work. Those are gonna be sick for sure. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna have some. He said he's gonna have like 6 knives at the show. I'm not going to be in the market to be able to pick one up, unfortunately. But if I go there right away, at least I'll be able to pick one up, check it out, share it with people. Although everyone's going to be able to see it. What's up, Shay? Looking at some work from Donnie that looks like it's coming together nicely. Crazy looking shapes. Sweet. Right? Those are going to be dope. I'm going to have to try to jump in there and be like, all right, I'm here. Let me play around with them before someone buys it from me. Yeah, me too, bless. Let me I would be honored to review anything and share it with everyone, help get more people interested. Especially a good guy like Donnie, man. It seems like I haven't met him. We're gonna meet up though. We're gonna have a couple drinks. But seems like a cool dude, makes some sweet looking stuff. No doubt about it. For sure. My latest fade. Dude, I'm so surprised how well that pink fade turned out. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Camera right now is just making it scream, dude. It looks good. It actually looks a little bit more hot pink in on video than it does. It's pink. It turned out pretty good. I was surprised. I wasn't thinking that the pink was going to be as, it's not very neon, you know what I mean? The fade turned out great. I gotta have a gentle, steady hand on that fade, dude, because that pink just is like bam. First drop, I just stuttered just a little bit, and you could see a couple of lines, and it was like, oh, now I'm gonna have to stutter above and below the lines. I mean, I don't know if you. Once that dye starts soaking in from a white, it's so hard to go back. And then if you've got a hard line and then you try to blend a hard line into a fade while you're fading, as you're fading it, get out of here. I don't even know. I don't know. Got lucky. Smooth operator. Sade up in here. Ugh. Strawberry apricot. Yeah. They were all out of other cases, so I ended up getting stuck with a weird mixed flavor pack. Cue the saxophone. I used to play saxophone back in the day. Ooh, let's see what else I did. Dude. Wow. Okay, get that out of the way. So I picked up those scales for my Demco, which I still haven't put on my Demco. So here it is. What do we think? So, multi-step, still not sure if I'm done, but what I did is we got these Berkshire Forged titanium scales, right? That's how you know you got the addiction, when you're drinking Red Bulls not for the flavor, but just for the juice. Truth fact. Love the flavor and the sea blue. You like that flavor? That apricot. It's just, for sugar-free, it tastes so sweet. I don't know why it has to be so sweet tasting. So these are Berkshire Forge titanium scales for my Demco. I cleaned them up and then I anodized them bronze, basically like that color right there. Then I sanded them up, scuffed them up, beat them up a little bit, sandblasted, actually hit it with a sandblaster in a few spots to really remove some sections. CRKT delineation is a good pocket knife. I could say it's a good pocket knife. Is it a great pocket knife? There's others I think that are better. I did have a delineation. I bought a delineation. I did a custom to it, and then I used it for a giveaway. So I don't actually have it anymore. But I can say yes, the CRKT delineation is a decent little user knife. If you're looking for something on a budget, you don't want to spend more than 30, 40 bucks, it might do really well for you. If you're in that $30 to $40 range, I can show you several other knives that are also cool, but it depends on what fits your style. Some people just want that simple assisted opening, just quick little user. Depends on what you like. Fook, does it hurt when you pee after you stop drinking the water? Yeah, got to drink that water. Oh, you watched my video. Yeah, it's a decent knife. Okay. I mean, if I had that money, would I buy that knife? No. There's others that I like more. Okay. So then I also did my first flame ano. So when I beat it up, basically some of these blues that are on here, like right in there, this kind of section here and kind of through this area, those I used a torch and did some heat ano. My lighting might be jacking these up a little bit. If I can switch to, or this. Camera 1, camera 2. So you can see my ultimate goal is I was trying to just come up with something that looked battle worn, battle damaged, aged, used. It's kind of one of those things you can just do forever. I like these flash lines right there. I like some of the colors that are going on. Juice. The scales, I got them for, what was the deal? They were like half price. I think they were 50 bucks. They are no longer available. We can look it up real quick. It says now discontinued. Mick Ranger saw that they were on sale, mentioned it, and I immediately got offline, went and bought them. Let's see if they're somewhere else. I can't type today. It doesn't look like they are available. They're discontinued. So they were at Knife Center. And I think they were like 50 bucks. And it did come with the backspacer. Oh, I should probably heat in all the backspacer, huh? So it did come with this titanium backspacer, which is sweet because right now I just have the G10 one that's in there. So then this is going to be all titanium. So yeah, if that's going to sit in there like that, how does that sit? Right there. I should probably hit that and put some bronze lines and flashes on it, huh? What in tarnation? Anybody know? Is the shark lock, is that also titanium? No. That is very magnetic. I'm pretty sure that even if this was titanium and it was next to the liners, it wouldn't grab on right there so strong, right? That is definitely magnetic. I was thinking that looks like that could have been titanium as well, but if you look, titanium, you don't get any of the magnetization, so you can see it sticks to the blade and then it sticks to the back of this. So I guess that I can't do anything about that. Titanium Justin's up in here now. So yeah, probably have to, maybe I could just do a quick flame anno with this. It's only going to show up back there, but if I hit that with the torch, I was actually surprised. I've never flame annoed before, but you can see a couple of spots that I hit. It took microseconds right there. Like literally, I just got a cheap 1-pounder propane with the little torch on the end and just held it like right here, went like this, and then it just instantly started turning like right in here, right through there. I just wanted some subtle variance and it went really fast. What's going on today? Kevin Smith and Knives. Loving the shelf that Kevin made. Don't burn yourself, right? Well, I have my workshop out in the garage. I have the table's like 3 by 8 feet and it's got a metal plate on the top of it. So I just basically set these right on the plate and just went like this and then stopped. And it went so fast that literally less than 30 seconds later, I went like this and picked them up and they were still warm, but like I could hold them already. So it really did not take a lot of time to do anything. That's the other thing with the titanium. As I go like this, start touching them, that's gonna look, now you almost can't see anything for a second here when it dries off. Wow, look at that. Look at how it all kind of disappears with your oils. See, that's what I'm going to have to figure out is how much of this, if I start holding it, touching it, how much is going to stick out, how much is going to weather away. Marty McFly. Gonna have to take us on a tour of the shop. We can do that. Get it all portable. Once I finish getting everything kind of rolling and back, man, this really seems to look really even now. Kind of disappointing in a way. All I did was go up, but it feels like my oils just made all the browns get lighter. Like up here, I just kind of go like that. I'm going to make everything just get uniform and smooth. Doesn't make sense. Don't rub it all. Wow, that's crazy how much this looks like it's like nothing there. Wild. Gotta run. Have a good day. Right on, Rick. You are, in fact, not a Momo. Well, I'm going to have to probably, I'll get some alcohol and wipe that off and look at it again, and then maybe I'll get upset and realize that it's not as aged. It's kind of, nah. Hitting it with them sandpaper fingertips, right? I mean, just bringing it back to regular ano just by touching it, like, that's not great. What's up, Dom? How you doing today? How are you this morning? We're just messing around, looking at some of the custom stuff I was working on yesterday. Let's see. Basically made 6 videos yesterday. Although I didn't complete, there's 3 of them that are wildly all over the place. I need to take like 5 videos and edit them into one. One of them is the scales for the Demco. I was going to try to finish that up, but now I'm kind of disappointed in how much seemed to rub off on just my hand, which doesn't make any sense because they were like bronze. I've touched a lot of bronze ano and it doesn't just rub off with my sandpaper fingertips, I guess. Messed up the tip on your smock? Oh. How bad? How bad? Fixable? Or like, because if you got like, that's the tip, and you kind of go like that, it's like, yeah, okay, but if you, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. Bounced it off a glass ashtray. That sounds like a really odd, one of those weird things that, sorry, my hair is, I feel like it's wrapped around my ear or something. Like one of those random situations where the angle is near impossible. I actually broke my toe through my shoe with a bottle, like it was a beer bottle. I was at work, was managing a restaurant, and we had like a little beer fridge that was similar in size to like this, and different levels. And literally, I was standing there. It's fixable, but I suck at sharpening. And literally, what happened is I opened the cooler, and someone like had overstocked it, right? So I pull it open, and there was a beer bottle right here, and the beer bottle tipped and fell. So like if this is your bottle, right, was on that upper shelf, it tipped out, spun, but then came down and hit my shoe perfectly. Like it could have fell like this or whatever. I literally put my foot in the way to try to keep it from breaking. Like I tried to hacky sack it, but it was more of instead of trying to hack it, I tried to catch it, where you do a stall and you catch it on your foot. I used to hack a lot. I'm sure I have the look. But yeah, it literally came down. I went like that. It hit my foot right like that and broke my toe. And as you know, if you've ever broken a toe, you don't really go to the doctor for that. You go to the doctor, you give them money, and no, it was a full, like 12-ounce bottle of like Coors Light or whatever. You don't go to the doctor because you go to the doctor and they're like, well, your toe's broken. Try to just keep your shoe on. Wrap it to the other part of your other toes. Like it's basically, well, your toe's broken. Have fun with that for a few weeks. But what my long end of the stupid story I just told is it's wild how just the randomest, like, oh, it just happened to come down just perfect to break the tip on Marty's knife. Like it could have come down so many different ways and absolutely nothing happens at all. Or like I dropped my hawk. Where is it? I thought it was right there. Oh, it is right there. You ever can't find something when it's right in front of you? What's up, Joe? So I dropped my hawk. See if I can make it focus. I can't even see it. You're not going to focus for me anyway. But yeah, I dropped that titanium right on the concrete and got a nice little gouge in it. There it is. Right there. I knew you get the right angle to be able to see it. And so is that lucky? It doesn't really do much. It's just that little spot right there. But it could have come down and hit and got right on the surface or something. But it is DLC coated, so that's going to help on the scratch. I haven't really tried to mess with that too much. I really actually haven't carried this one as much as I should. I suggest you don't drop your knives on concrete. Yeah, I was live streaming and doing this and kind of went like that. And I don't know what I did. I slipped and pitch you right on the... That's part of it. Just time to throw that one away, right, Grateful? In UK, you get 5 years for possession. Bummer. That is a bummer. That is not great. Throw it to me. Wow. So, who knew that it was going to wear off so much? So if I go like this with my bare hand, I really haven't done much. Look at that. It's almost like you don't see it. It's still colored. It's just faded because of the oils on my hand. Ah, man. That is just... I might as well just throw these away too, huh? Although, it would be cool now. Is you almost can't see. It looks kind of uniform, yet at the same time, it's not uniform. There's lighter and darker little bits all over. If I were to take this whole thing and anodize it again right now, but not get all the way to a hard color, I don't want to heat them too much though, because the heat instantly switches from bronze to the blues and the purples and the greens. I don't want any of that. I'm not looking for the anodized color range look. I want it to be bronze and dull and used. I don't want the bright blues or the greens or the purples. So that's why I was oh, bronze, then sand some of the bronze off, have it be partially silver and bronze, and then when I hit it and it started to give some of those oily blues just a little bit, I was cool with that. Kind of like this in here. And then see how it's still got that bronze around that edge? I'm cool with that. But you can't really do that. I think that looks cool. Like that right there, where you're getting these subtle variations. But man, I just literally just went like this with my hand oils and boom. I'm going to go give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Couldn't you bake them for a bronze look? Is that a thing? This is just isopropyl. And a cotton swab. Literally just a little 91% ISO and some cotton. Wipe the oils off. Let it air dry. Look at how much more you can see now again. Back to some bronzes and some flashes. It did kind of remove some of that bluing, no doubt, just by rubbing it. But it's, here we are. I think my blue light or my warm light is also having an effect on, oh, can I not bring it down if it's that color? Pine tar. Put a little pine tar on your hands, that'll stick them up, right? That's kind of the most accurate look at the moment. But so the isopropyl did bring it back to kind of more of like an angle. This has got bronze undertones. You can see this is what color it was. Definitely different, but lighter. I like it, but it's also subtle. See, that's a little bit darker bronze right there. I want more of that. I might have to go hit these with the torch again and continue to mess around. That is, I am the worst when it comes to that. As far as like experimenting with a weathering or an aging, I'll sit here and do it over and over and over and never get anywhere. I'm liking them, but I wish they were just a little bit more. How close in shade to bronze this bronze? Yeah, sort of. Almost like the, damn. Almost like the inside better than the outside. See that extra bronzy section I haven't been able to touch yet up inside that crease? Like I want some more of that on here, but once you start touching it up, it looks like it's going to fade it down to like that even more. Don't you wish the arcade had that action? It almost does. Where's my arcade? There she is. Oof. I gotta change my angle here. Move this away. Give me a little more space. There we go. I guess. I don't always do the whip out with the lock as much. It's more of a flick out like that, or the thumb out like that. Mine was definitely stiffer right when I got it. Has a little bit more. Kind of get stuck like right there, like that. And I can go like this with it. If I only just go just a slight amount, you almost have to give it a little bit more whip. But, well, there, you got to stay away from that too. Like if you're up here like this, and I go to open it, see how that slides and moves. And if your finger's in the way like that, that catches it. But if you just get down a little bit, you're out of the way, it's fine. You would marry Kenman. Aw, Mr. Eddie. I've met Mr. Eddie's family. They seem great. You know, I say seem great because they're with Mr. Eddie. So, I mean, what? I'm just kidding, bro. Mr. Eddie has a lovely family. As soon as this kid put on the Jason mask and was like, chick, 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 I was like, yeah, he's raising that kid right. Mr. Eddie's sitting on the throne. Why wouldn't you? Why not? Flightanium is going to be in Atlanta. So I'm going to go there, talk to them, maybe pick up some more parts for this, mess around a little bit. I did get the Mohawk spacer on there, which is all titanium. Very cool. I'll probably end up anodizing it or something. I'm going to get some new thumb studs. I've been told there's some bigger thumb studs that are a little bit better, and I would be interested in picking those up. And if I do, I'll just get some raw titanium, and then I can take the new thumb studs and this Mohawk spacer and then do an ano so that they match. But with the way this is right now with that, I'm not really sure what color I would do. I don't know if I'm a super fan of this color with the entire color scheme that exists. Maybe if this was something different, a little bit more, something that's going to go wetter. Oh, Mr. Eddie. Oh, that's good stuff. I like Altum, but as far as the way this combo is, I'm not really sure. Just remove the color from the studs, call it a day. Yeah. But it'd be kind of cool to, if I had a piece right here, and then there was like, if I did these in like bronze or in some color that kind of accented it, I would be cool with that. Shouldn't have waited so long, but Spyderco changed the pivot, and I'm a sucker for monochrome. It's always shouldn't have waited too long, and then it's too late. These aren't so bad like this, but I'm amazed at how much just touching them really lightens that up. I need to darken up those. I'm going to probably hit them with a torch because this doesn't have anything to it right now, so I'll probably hit this as well. I might actually hit them and go a little further because I brought it from bronze to kind of blue in some areas, and that blue, that's disappeared. So I'm wondering if maybe if I actually hit it with the temp a little bit longer, then it actually could potentially, then if I wipe them like this, they'll drop back to more of a bronze. Took my second detent out of my smock. The action is ridiculously fun now. Sometimes you got to try it. It will go to purple quick. Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I stopped so fast. When I started heating these up, I was like, put the heat right here, but when it was instantly already almost blue. I was like, wow, that was really fast. So maybe I'll keep it further away and go really light with it, and slow, so that it doesn't get too. Because I'm not looking to make them purple or anything. Did you see this, Mr. Eddie? Disco. Yeah, it doesn't seem difficult. It just goes fast. I didn't make a video on, well, I did, but it's not up yet. Maybe you can go find it and watch it as an important person. The fade looks professional. I try to be professional. This was a hand dip. This was fully by hand too. I have a motor for a drop for fades, but that motor goes too slow, and it wouldn't have. Some of this section here was literally, we're talking, because I dropped it in and then out quick, and then in, out quick, and boom. Basically, this section here was never in dye for more than fractions of seconds, and it stained. So it's like, if you go slow, it'll leave a line. I did leave a couple lines the first few passes, but then went down and then had to, I did not do anything with the blade on this. That is how the blade comes. Here is my Vision FG. So it's Civivi's Damascus. And then I just did the fade dye on the scales. I did the red dye on this one here over a year ago. Kind of weathered up a little bit, but holding on good. But that red, it was in that red dye for like all of 1 minute total. And this, I ended up dipping probably 6, 7, 8 times total. And the video will be posting in a little bit here in the next hour. But basically drop it in the dye slowly, like this, about this speed right here. And then go faster, and then yank her out. And repeat. So that one's going out to Josh. I'll be sending that out to him on Monday, along with a few other things. Gonna get some more stuff done. I have a little short stack of videos to make today. Time is at 9:50. My buddy Tri-State goes on at 10, so I gotta get wrapped up before he pops on. Try to pay attention to when all the YouTubers are doing their normal lives and not get on top of anybody when I know that they are going. But here we are. Lightsaber to the head. Lightsaber to the head. Oh, what is the date? It's the 18th. Holy cow. 12 days is my birthday. Y'all, happy birthday to me. Woo, I'm getting old. Oh, I'm falling apart. Next weekend is Memorial Weekend. I'm going to be going on a camping, hanging out trip with my buddies for Memorial. And then the next weekend is my birthday. And then the weekend after that is Blade Show Atlanta, which I will be at. Sterling Stute's birthday is June 15th. My whole family's birthdays are April, May, and June. I mean, not my whole family, but my basic immediate, all the people I see on a regular basis that are in this area. I have some family in Kansas, Colorado, Nebraska, sorry. Eyeballs. But yeah, it's going. Got a lot of stuff coming up pretty soon. Got a couple more of these shelves. Kevin's going to be working on, I don't know, maybe he won't be working on them right away. Maybe he's doing them right now. No rush, Kevin. But we discussed it, and everyone seems to like the Kevin shelf, so we're going to get another one for here, and then a couple more for this side as well. And this whole thing will be coming together nicely. I got a few other things, lighting situations. One of my lights burnt out. I'm going to decide if I want to I looked into the bulb, and it's like I've got these, here's my recording section side. So that light right there, I've got another one over here, the bulb burnt out. So I need to either get a new bulb for that or change up my lighting. So I'm not sure. The camera mounts that are on the wall have been working really well. Multi things. And of course the Cougar over there. Cougar's purring like a real champ. So that's going well. This table over here has already become an absolute disaster area with customs and projects and things I'm working on. Getting the shelves basically organized. I don't have lights down on the bottom one, so I'm going to get the lights on the bottom shelves going today. And then I got those other lights strings from Stacy, and so I am going to be figuring out how to get those mounted to the back or something like that. We've got my top 10, which is missing a few because I pulled them. This one goes there. So this is kind of has become my wall of like current favorites. My Vision FG is the other one that's missing. So this will be a continually running kind of a scenario where I can change out the patches if I want, and these would be my top favorites, so I can move them onto the shelves with the others, or I can keep them there depending on if I love them or not. Colors looking good. Good old Jason display. I gotta mess around with that too. I don't know what I'm doing. Got the dudes all fighting the and of course the gas station glory shelf. Do I mainly take from this wall for daily carry? It totally has been varying lately, Kathleen. I try to look every day and I'm like, you know, what haven't I carried in a while? And then I try to pick something. So it varies, but yes, lately I pull off of there more often than not, but I don't, you know, if there's only the 12 on there, after 12 days, I'm not going to go, I try to, you know, like, okay, if I just carried one, then I'll try to not carry it for several weeks and carry some other things. We do need some gas station pumps down here. I wonder if we should look into that. Little mini gas station pumps, or like a gas station sign in the back of it, or something to that effect. I could get down with that. That makes sense. That just makes sense to me. I'm always up for suggestions too. If anybody has any thoughts, ideas, etc., etc. All right, copy. Give me a second here. Paste. Go. All right, there you go. That is the official link for Tri-States Live. Most of you probably already go over there, already know Tri-State. If you don't, and you're looking for a crazy zoo morning cruise show, that's basically where to go. We're live with Winnie in the Butts. If you're looking for that, you'll be going to the right place. Has a good time over there. Yep, that's it for me. More stuff on the way, tons of things to do. Ramping up. The rest of this month is gonna fly by. Before you know it, we're gonna be in Atlanta. Can't click it. Can't click it. Clicked for me. Seems to work. Looks like it's blue. Tri-State. Appreciate all of you. Take care. Oops. Links sometimes fail on verts, especially on mobile. It works on mine. Well, I can't touch it, but I can see that if I touch that, it's going to bring me over to it, and then it'll exit me out. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a great day. Good weekend. We'll talk to you soon. More lives, more shenanigans, more weird custom stuff on the way. Check you later.